If you're running a high-ticket online service business, whether you're an agency, consultant, or coach making anywhere from 30 to 150K per month, you have probably already felt it. Cold ads just don't work anymore like they used to. Prospects don't buy straight from a webinar, a PDF, or even a VSL anymore. And why is that? It's because we are in what I call a trust recession. Cold traffic doesn't trust you, and if they don't trust you, they won't buy from you, no matter how good your offer is. So in this video, I'm going to show you exactly what's replacing those old client acquisition systems, a smarter model that not only attracts your dream clients, but also gets them to trust you within 2 to 3 days and automatically filters out the ones who are never going to buy. So by the end, you know why old client acquisition systems that used to work are failing in 2025, how to build trust with cold traffic before they hop on a call, and lastly, the reverse engineered system that smart businesses are using right now to get more premium clients without any hard selling. And also, later in the video, I'll reveal a secret, a hidden advantage that actually no one talks about that makes this system so powerful. But a quick note before we dive in. If you're a beginner looking for your first client or selling low ticket offers, this isn't for you. It will actually hurt you more than actually help you. But if you're already scaling and want more qualified, high trust clients without burning ad spend, this is going to change the way you see client acquisition forever. So, firstly, why are old methods failing? So, the real first reason is that the old methods don't build enough trust with people. So, these days, so many of you guys are just running ads straight to a sales page and expect people to buy from you. And the thing is that we are in a trust recession right now. You also, when you see an ad on your feed or see a video and someone tells you to buy, I mean, you don't buy from them straight away because you don't trust them. You don't just see an ad and pay someone multiple thousands of euros. I mean, you don't do that because you don't trust people these days. I mean, maybe 15 years ago, 10 years ago, people did buy something, like they saw an ad and bought straight away, but that doesn't happen these days. So, and that is the first reason why these old methods are failing, because they don't build enough trust with people before getting them to buy. The second reason is that you are not getting enough qualification data early in your pipeline. So this was the secret that no one talks about. But do you know how valuable it is to get a lot of information about your prospects early in the pipeline, early in the system? Because like most people actually even refuse to give any information about them later in the stage, like in your qualification survey, for example. But if you actually want to scale your business, like today in 2025, you actually need to know what kind of people you are attracting and what kind of people are buying. Because if you have no idea who is opting in and who is actually who you're attracting in your ads, then it's going to be so much harder for you to scale. But if you know exactly what kind of people are becoming leads and what kind of people you're attracting with your ads, then it's going to be so much easier for you. Then the third reason is that you're training your ad algorithm on bad prospects. So think of it like this. If you fire your metapixel after people opt in, then you're training your pixel or your ad algorithm on everyone who opts in. And you might be thinking like, yeah, no shit, Sherlock. But think about that for a second. Let's say you have your opt-in page right here. That goes maybe to your VSL page right here. So this is your VSL and this is your opt-in. So if everyone can opt in to your VSL page and you fire your pixel for lead here, so let's say you have here these people on the opt-in page, and let's say 2 of them are actually qualified and people you want to work with. Well, let's say you have a 50% opt-in rate. I mean, you can't control who's going to opt in and who's not going to opt in because you're only collecting email and maybe name, but there's no like questions to to get people out and not get them to opt in. So let's say maybe these guys opt in right here. These don't. These opt in. Then you have 5 not qualified people, and only one qualified person here. Then your ad algorithm is going to be trained on all of these people right here. Like your ads are going to be shown to more of these unqualified leads right here. And well, actually, if you want to scale your business, you want to control who can opt in, and you actually want to control that, and maybe not control that, but you want to redirect people to different pages based on the answers to specific questions. So the thing is that you want to fire the pixel on a page where there are only qualified people. Because if on this page you have only qualified people, then your ads are going to be shown to more of those qualified people. Then you actually train your algorithm on the people that you want and not these unqualified people right here. So that is the reason number 3. And the last reason is that people don't get to experience what it is like to work with you before paying you. So this comes back to the trust thing. So imagine this. Someone comes up to you on the street and asks you to pay them like 5K to redesign their website. I mean, you're not going to trust it because you have never experienced what it's like to work with them. And the same thing applies to your business. I mean, like, you're not going to pay someone like these large sums of money if you have no experience of what it's like to work with them. So you want to actually engineer that into your sales pipeline, into your sales system. So you want to actually get people to experience what it's like to work with you before they ever pay you. And that is going to get, I'm not even joking, like 2 to 3 times more people wanting to work with you because they have experienced how good you are before paying you. I mean, it sounds simple, but it actually works so well. So then we get to the trust with cold traffic. So how you actually do that, the first thing stems from your ads. So your ads can't be just selling, buy from me, buy from me, buy from me. You actually have to, educate people, break beliefs, give out some value in your ads. So that is the first step. So no hard selling in your ads. The second is you actually have to give real value for free. And I know that so many are talking about this, but it's actually so true. You have to give value that other people are charging for free. I mean, when people see your ad and see your CTA, they actually have to think that you're going out of business, or like they need to think, how can someone give all of this for free? I mean, they have to be crazy. That's what your prospects need to think. You need to actually give so much value for free. You need to get people to experience what it is like to work with you, or like how good you are before they ever pay you. So that's how you build trust. You will build trust if you give all this value for free. The third thing is going to be personalization. So these days so many people are giving out like these free PDFs, like these generic PDFs, but like nobody wants to know your 3 best ways to increase your ROAS on ads, for example. I mean, maybe that's like a good short form video or like a short YouTube video, but nobody's gonna want to give their email address for that generic thing. People want personalized information, personalized advice. So if you want to actually build trust with cold traffic, some like people who have never seen you before, you need to have personalized stuff you give for them. The fourth thing is no hard selling. So I touched on this a little bit before, but actually you can't hard sell on your ads, on any of your pages, or anything you say. The next step needs to be obvious. Needs to be the obvious choice in the prospect's mind all the time. So first, when they see your ad, the obvious choice should be to like opt in. And how you do that is you give a lot of free value. Then it becomes the obvious choice. then you have to reverse engineer every step after that, so that the next step is always the obvious choice for the prospect. So that is the fourth thing to build trust, and the fifth thing is is the experience before buying. And I have touched on this a few times already, but I can't say this more clearly. But it's actually so important to get people to experience what it is like to work with you before buying. So now we come to the client acquisition system that actually achieves all of this that we talked about and works right now. So obviously, it all starts with the ad. And as I told you before, you can't hard sell in your ads. You need to educate people enough and make them trust you enough so that they want to opt in and click the link in your ad. And then we have your opt-in page. And this whole client acquisition system is what I call a free personalized lead magnet funnel. So we essentially want give people free personalized and tailored value and advice. And this is much more attractive for the prospect than some generic lead magnet that everyone else gives out. And the reason for that is because normal lead magnets, they are too generic, and the advice and value that you get from those are not applicable for everyone, and they are not unique and tailored to your unique situation. So a normal lead magnet may be the 7 secrets to increase your ROAS. Well, there may be like 2 to 3 of those 7 secrets that actually you can implement in your business, and you still need to think and change the tricks a little bit so they actually work for you. And so they are not like applicable and unique to your current situation. But a personalized lead magnet is tailored exactly for the situation that you are in right now, and that is much more valuable for people. So just imagine seeing an ad that says at the end, and if you want to know all the constraints to your business right now and get a personalized blueprint for how to scale your business, click the link below. I mean, that is very valuable and much more attractive than a normal lead magnet that everyone else has. And do you know someone that does exactly this? Alex Hormozi. He has a free scaling roadmap where you just put how many employees you have and your monthly revenue and some other information about your business, and then it creates for you a full roadmap blueprint heading forward on how to scale your business. And that is very valuable, and the most successful people are doing this exact thing right now. So from the ad, you get people to your opt-in page, and then after the opt-in page comes the quiz survey. And here are all your questions that you have. And then, of course, people answer the questions, give their information about them. And then, based on those questions, you then give them the free personalized thing. And the free personalized thing could be like a roadmap, a blueprint, or you could even create like a VSL script for someone. So yeah, and the trick here, what that makes this whole thing so good and valuable for you, is that you should have your qualification questions in this quiz survey. You should disguise your qualification questions as the survey questions, but they need to obviously suit the personalized lead magnet that you give out to people. But what is so valuable is the exact reason that I told you earlier in the video. If you get all this information about prospects this early in the pipeline, it is so valuable because you know exactly what kind of people you are converting and what kind of people you are attracting. And you can then later on you can create like an analysis and see exactly what is the likelihood that a specific type of person is to convert. So you may have data that says that everyone who has a revenue of more than 50k per month converts at, let's say, 20%, and everyone who has revenue of more than 100k per month converts at 30%, and maybe people who have less than 30k per month revenue converts at 5%. So if you get all this data that other people don't, then you can then you can have better analysis of your business and how your marketing campaigns are working, and you know exactly what kind of people you are attracting. And so in this quiz survey, you actually want to have 5 to 10 questions. And as I told you before, they should be very similar to your qualification questions so that you get good information about prospects, but they should also suit the personalized lead magnet that you're handing out. And what is so beautiful about this is that you can get completion rates of 90%. And with no other system can you get completion, can you get 90% of people to answer 5 to 10 personal questions about them. I mean, in a normal like lead magnet funnel, I mean, also there you maybe have 90% of people that complete the short form, and there's only 2 questions, name and email. But now your 90% completion rate on 5 to 10 questions that are much more personal. So this beats, I mean, the normal lead magnet in so many ways. And why this is so beautiful is because you get all of these questions and answers and information about people while still retaining the same completion rate as normal lead magnet funnels. And the reason why you can have such a high completion rate on this many questions is because uh, you are giving people personalized value and stuff based on their answers to these questions. So people are very happily answer these questions because they get so much value after it, and because the questions are disguised as survey questions and they are not like qualification questions. So now you may be thinking, okay, how does a prospect get the personalized like value after they have completed the survey? So first of all, you need to create like 5, 6, or 7 different like lead magnets, like a normal PDF, like you have created before in your other lead magnet funnels. So you create 5 or 6 or 7 alternatives, and then based on people's answers to the questions, you just give them the one that suits their situation the most. So that is this one right here. Then you can also have an automation with AI that gets all the answers that someone put in the survey, and then you prompt the AI, and the AI can write, for example, a VSL script for their business based on their information. So that is the second thing that they can get. And the third thing is that they will be redirected to one of 4 VSL pages based on their answers. And the trick here for you is that you want to redirect the 25% most qualified prospects for your business to one page. So right, as you see right here, 25% best people to one VSL page. And why do you want to do that? Well, as I told you before in the video, you want to train your pixel and your ad algorithm only on the most qualified prospects. And on this page right here are only qualified prospects. So you want to fire your pixel for lead on only this page, on only this VSL page. So now you're training your ad algorithm on only qualified prospects. And then the rest, like 50%, these are the people that you still can work with, but they are not the perfect prospects. But all of these pages right here, they are identical. They are exactly the same VSL pages, but they are 4 different pages because you want to redirect people based on how qualified they are. And you know, this last page, the last 25%, they are unqualified. You don't want to work with them. So here are the unqualified people. And on all these 4 different pages, you want to still, they are exactly the same, but you want to have a different VSL on all the pages. You want to make the VSL still like pretty tailored to the type of people who are going to be landing on that page, because you know that the 25% most qualified people will be landing on this page, so you can create the video more like tailored for those kind of people, as you understand. And then if we now put ourselves in the prospect's shoes, right now they have received a personalized, let's say, blueprint for their business heading forward. And the next thing should always be the obvious choice in the prospect's mind. So you think, what would they want next? Well, we will offer them a free 30-minute implementation call. So we not only give them a free personalized blueprint for the business, but we also help them implement it for free. That is so valuable for a prospect, and it's the obvious choice, the obvious next step for a prospect. And then after a 30-minute implementation call, do we have the sales call. But by that stage, they will already trust us so much that they will happily spend multiple thousands of euros with us. So, but this entire thing right here is its own system. And if you want, I can create another video on this if you want. But I mean, if you don't do anything in this part right here, I mean, your show up rate is going to be like 50%, and your close rate from the implementation call to the sales call will be like 10%, and this will be like 50%. But if you have the correct system, you have your thank you pages, you pre-frame the call, you make sure people are pre-sold when they jump on the sales call, you have your reminders, you have your follow-up systems correctly, then you can have, I mean, a 95% show up right here. You can have like 50% of people that jump on a sales call, and then you can close another at the 40% of people right there. And it is pretty complex, this system, but it is easy to run. It's hard to set up, but it is easy to run. So if you want me to create a video on this, I will. Just leave it in the comments below. And I didn't touch on it already, but of course we also have email sequences, SMS, and retargeting for everyone that goes through this funnel. But that is outside the scope of this video, so I can also create videos on all of these things if you want. But you know, on everyone who becomes a lead, we send emails to them, we send SMS to them, we have retargeting ads, etc. But this is just the main system, the main flow that people go through. But yeah, so this is a system that actually achieves all the necessary things that you need in your client acquisition today for it to work. You want to build trust with prospects. You want to get them to experience what it is like to work with you before paying, and that happens right here in the free implementation call. One of the other things that builds trust is personalization. You give them a personalized lead magnet. The other thing that you need to have today in your business is you need to have information about your prospects early on, and have qualification questions, and that you get right here, and you can't get it in any other way than giving personalized stuff, because otherwise people wouldn't answer the questions. If you just have a normal lead magnet funnel and it would add like 10 questions there about their revenue, how many employees they have, nobody would answer those questions, because they would be thinking like, why do I need to say how many employees I have if I just want the 7 tips to increase my ROAS? Like, nobody would complete the survey. But now, because people get a personalized like blueprint based on their questions, people happily give all the information about them. So that way you can get the 90% completion rate on like 5 to 10 personal questions. And the questions also and answers allow you to segment people and train your ad algorithm on only the most qualified prospects. And you can't do this in any other funnel because you don't have the information about the people. So yeah, this was the system that works today, and I will actually leave my Instagram in the description below. So if you have any questions about this system, feel free to DM me, and I will happily answer your questions and help you out all for free. So yeah, just DM me, ask any questions, and I will help you out. So yeah, see you in the next one.